What's up, Rider Film? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I am here at Audi West Chapel, and today I have with me the 2024 Audi A5 Sportback. In this video, I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about this car right here. I'm going to cover the exterior, the interior, the infotainment, the engine, and the drive. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future. Now, without further ado, let's get in the review. I am Ceezy, and you're in my world. Let's ride. This is the 2024 Audi A5 Sportback. So for those who are familiar with this car, it's going to look very similar to the previous model. But this video is mainly for people who want to learn about the A5 who are new. Alright, so now we're going to take a quick walk around the exterior of the car, starting with the front here. So you can see this nice shiny white color here, very gorgeous on the car. It complements the black. And also you have those body lines. This is the Audi design language right here, all those popping body lines from the front of the hood, and they follow all the way to the back of the car. And this makes the car look a bit more aggressive as well. So this is great. So right here you have the LED headlights, and also you have the high beam assist. So when you have your high beams on, so it's gonna deactivate it as the car is approaching, and when they pass you, it's gonna reactivate that. And you also have the daytime running light, or DRL, and you have dynamic turn signal as well. Let me just show that real quick. This is the dynamic turn signal. So now going lower, so you have a radar, one on each side. So this is for the safety features like adaptive cruise control and active lane assist, things like this. And also you have a curtain, one on each side as well, to feed air to the tire, cool off your brake, and stabilize the car as you're driving. So in the center you have this big Audi signal frame grille. This is the Audi signature right here, this single frame grille, very cool. And you have the honeycomb pattern on it. It's gonna feed air to the radiator, cool off your engine and everything. And you have the Audi logo here, and the camera here for the parking system is right there. And at the bottom you have this nice lip and the split right here that will still feed air to the radiator and cool off everything. So you can notice that everything is black to the front. Typically everything would be chrome. You would have chrome here, maybe matte silver or matte gray, but you have the black optic package on the car. That's why everything that would be chrome will be blacked out around the cars, and I'm going to show that as well. So now let's keep going to the side. So to the side right here, you have 19-inch wheels on the car. So if you have an S5, you can probably get like 20-inch wheels. You can fit 20s on those, but they typically come with 19, especially with the S-Line models. So this one is S-Line, and it says on the side right here. That means you have the S or Sport package on the car. So you can see the rims are absolutely gorgeous. I always say this, Audi rims are always nice. And this, it says Audi Sport on it because you have the S or Sport package on the car. It's looking great. So you have 2 colors. So you have black inside the arms, and you have chrome on the outside of the arms. And you have red brake calipers as well, part of the S package on the car. So black mirror cap, black optic package, and same scenario around the windows. That would be chrome. The frame would be chrome, but it's all blacked out as well because of the black optic package. And you can see the body lines I was talking about, starting from the front and all the way to the back. Man, the design language on the A5 is just absolutely stunning. It's great. And you can see how they fit the cover to the fuel tank right inside the cut right there. Man, Audi just never fell with this car. Alright, so this is how it's looking. And you can see the sloping roof line on the car, because the typical model of this car is a coupe, but now they created the 4-door coupe. They kept the same sloping roof line and 4-door, more practicality right there. So this is what makes this car great car. All right, so that's it for the side profile. So now let's keep going to the back. So at the back of the car, one thing that you can't help yourself but notice at first sight is this black spoiler right here. It's a lip spoiler sitting right at the edge of the trunk. So because of the black optic package, it's all blacked out. So in a regular model, it would be the same body color, but black optic package make everything stand out on the car. So you have the black logo, black A5 badge right here. And you do have fully LED tail lights with dynamic turn signal as well. And you can see it right here, perfect. So going lower on the bumper, you have your parking sensors here, and a little bit lower you have this seal that wraps around the diffuser. It's all black because black optic package. And one cool thing about this car is that you have dark chrome exhaust tip, not regular chrome like every other car. This is dark chrome right here. This is amazing. All right, and you have two reflectors, one on each side, of course. And the exhaust, they are functional. They're not just a piece of design, they are actually functional. And this is the hand of truth testing it right here. My hand's going inside it, so that's perfect. Overall, cool looking diffuser right here. The back of the car is gorgeous, just like the front and the side. So everything is impeccable about this design. So now let's keep going. Before we get inside, I want to talk about the dimensions real quick. So this car is not too long, not too short either. It's a very compact car, but it is 187 inches long, 72 inches wide, and 54 inches tall. So great height, great length, so that will give you good practicality inside the car. And now before I jump in, let me show you the keyless entry. So to get inside the car, all you gotta do is place your hand behind the handle and you unlock it just like this. And when you're outside with your key in your pocket, your backpack, wherever you have it, except inside the car, all you gotta do is tap the sensor on and you just lock it. And to make it extra convenient, they even have a crease on the handle to show you exactly where the sensor is to lock the car. So that's very convenient right here. All right, so now let's check out the interior. All right, so now jumping inside the A5. So before I close the door, you can see that you have frameless windows here. This is an extra piece right there that will just make the car extra nice. All right, so now inside the car, this is Audi premium luxury right here. So you have all leather interior. Everything is super high quality, nothing like plasticky or low quality or that would feel so cheap, you know. All right, so here you have comfort seat in the car, and they are sport inspired. These are not the sport bucket seat, but they are sport inspired comfort seats. So they still give you support for your legs, give you support on the side that will keep you wrapped around the seat when you're driving, so you're not wobbling all over the place. So this is great, and it's great material, very comfortable as well. I would drive on this for hours and hours. You can see the stitching on it, so that was extra piece of details right here. You have all leather armrest here with stitching on it as well, all leather steering wheel with stitching on it. You have all leather door, so everything is just premium here. So in the center, you have this acoustic black or piano black here piece in the middle. And you have this piece that looks like carbon fiber, but it's not carbon fiber. It's kind of a synthetic shape carbon fiber, but I'm not sure exactly how Audi calls it. I will find that out. All right, so here you have all leather shift knob, and you have some storage right in front of it. This used to be where the buttons used to be for the MMI system, but they replaced that with storage in favor of this touch screen right in the center of the dashboard. This is the MMI system right here. And underneath it, you have the climate control, the old school button. A lot of drivers love it. We all love it. It's very convenient, so you know where the buttons are. When you're driving, you can just reach and do whatever you need without taking your eyes off the road. So this is a great system right here, still very convenient. All right, on the driver's side, you have this multi-function steering wheel, should I say, and cool piece of design here in the middle of it. The shape of the center is just the shape of the single frame grille up front. So this is great. This is a cool piece of design. Some people don't even notice that, but it's a multi-function steering wheel. You have the Audi virtual cockpit right behind it. All right, and then also you have this panoramic sunroof here that will give you a great view of the sky. So this is amazing, and it's tinted so that the sun is not beating down on you when you're driving. So now let's see how it is at the back. All right, so jumping at the back of the A5. All right, so I can say everything is comfortable at the back as well. Same quality seats as up front. You wouldn't expect any less. All right, so you have comfort seat at the back, all the stitching on it, just wrap you around the same way. So that is great, sitting comfortably. I am 5'11", and I have the driver's seat in my ideal driving position, so I still have great knee room right here. I can slide my foot underneath the seat in front of me for leg room, and also I have great headroom as well, because even though you have a sloping roofline in the car, but what they did, they just made this curve in the headliner that will pretty much let your head fit in it. So I still have great headroom here, and you can sit here comfortably for like long travel, so no worries about that at all. So right in the center, you have this armrest. You have storage underneath it. You can probably place like pencil, pen, whatever you want to put there, and you have two cup holders. So here, there you go. Just put it back. All right, and you can fold the seats down as well. All right, so same quality as the door up front, so all leather on it. So that's what you expect here. All right, so in the center you do have climate control. So the car has 3-zone climate control, so you can change the temperature at the back independently. All right, and you have 2 USB connectivity port here and a 12-volt socket here for old school charging. So you got everything you need at the back. That's perfect. So now let's check out the hatch. All right, so now let's check out the space at the back of the car. So pop the hatch open. It's a hatchback, so the entire back will come up. It's not a trunk. All right, so this is very practical right here. So you can see how much space you get to have access to your stuff at the back. So this is great right here. This is what makes the Sportback, or any Sportback in general, like great practical cars, because you have all the extra space to fit anything you need and to access what you have at the back here. And I can tell you this is pretty deep. So the back of this car is very, very deep, and you can place a lot of items in here. And let me do my usual test, the human body test. There we go. There we go. I can fit myself in here. There we go. All right, so, and one cool thing about the trunk is that you have this piece of metal right here. So whenever you're pulling out stuff out the trunk, say here, even if you just drag it out, so it's not gonna damage your bumper or anything like that. So this is why they have this metal piece right here. So everything is practical at the back, and the dimension is gonna show right here. There we go. All right, so, and to close it, there's a button here. It's gonna close automatically. It's a power tailgate. So that's what you have here. So now we're gonna go back to the front to talk about the MMI system. All right, so now we are back up front to talk about the MMI system. So underneath this armrest, you have the Audi phone box. So you have a wireless pad where you can place your phone and charge it wirelessly. And also there's a spot on there, if the battery in your key dies, you can just place your key right here, and it's gonna allow you to start the car and drive away. All right, so also when your phone is in here, it also serves as a signal booster for your phone using the antenna of the car. So you're gonna ultimately get better service inside the car. And also you have a USB-C connectivity port here for faster connection to the MMI system, and also for faster charging because it's faster than the wireless. All right, so now moving ahead here. So right in the middle of the dashboard, underneath the screen, you have the climate controls right here. So it's all buttons. So, and one cool thing about it is like you can pass your hand or just hover over the buttons. It's gonna show you the different options. There you go. And then just click up and down just to switch fan speed, also change the zones. You have 3-zone climate control, as I mentioned before. So everything is cool. And the thing is, you can hover on top to see the options. You can do at the bottom, same thing. All right, so that's pretty cool. And you have those big dials here just to change the temperature, up and down, and that's it. And you have heated seat. All right, so that's pretty much it. Very, very user friendly here. Nothing complicated about the system here. Everybody can operate that. So now higher, you have this touchscreen right here, which is the MMI system. All the functions of the car will be here: media, navigation, vehicle settings, everything, phone settings, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you do have wireless Apple CarPlay in the car, so that's pretty cool. So it's very user friendly. The icons are very big. You're not gonna click on something you didn't want to. So it's crisp, fluid, user friendly, nothing complicated at all about this system. So I like to go to vehicle and see the render of the car. So Audi Drive Select, there you go, nice render of the car. And this is where you have the drive modes. All right, so that's it. So now on the driver's side, you do have the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus, and you have all the buttons on the steering wheel to operate it. And this is why they call this a multi-function steering wheel. All right, so you have different views here. So you have information about the car, like consumption, short-term memory for your trips, long-term memory, energy consumption for your AC, everything is showing here. You can also see the driver assistance here, like for lane keeping. All right, so that's one side of it. So you have radio or media will show in the middle as well. So when you're playing music with Apple CarPlay, will show here. You can make phone calls from here, and you can also have navigation. So there's two views. So one small view and a bigger view that will just expand everything in the screen. So just amazing. All right, so just how it's looking right here. And everything is just crystal clear. It's HD, so I don't, like, the sun is in my eye right now, but I can see everything clearly on the screen, so no worries about that at all. So that's it for the MMI system here. So now we're gonna go outside and talk about the engine. All right, now let's see how it's looking underneath the bonnet here. Let's pop this open. All right. Whew. Brand new car, so everything is looking fresh underneath the bonnet. All right, so this A5 is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that can produce around 261 horsepower with 273 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Not crazy fast, but not slow either, because you have a turbocharged engine that will pretty much give you that extra performance over every other average car on the road. All right, so on top of it, the fuel efficiency in this car is amazing as well. So you have 27 miles per gallon in the city, and you have 32 miles per gallon on the highway. So, and you can even get more depending on how you drive. So if you're left-footed, then you might get less than 32. But if you're like a normal driver, very cautious, then you can get about 35, 36. So it's very fuel efficient. And on top of it, you have the quattro all-wheel drive system in the car with ultra technology. So the ultra technology, what it does is that it has the ability to deactivate the rear axle and make the car and turn the car into a front wheel drive car. So when you're cruising on the highway and you're not using too much power, it doesn't need too much traction, but it can deactivate the rear axle and save you some fuel that way. And when you need the performance or you need the extra traction, then it can quickly engage the rear axle back again. And the transmission on this car is a 7-speed S-tronic gearbox, and you have 4 drive modes on the car. So you have auto, dynamic, comfort, and individual. And we'll talk about that when we get to the drive. So now we're about to take it for a ride. All right, so now we're taking the A5 for a drive. So now I'm primarily trying to see if there's any differences in the drive quality, if there is maybe any improvement or anything like that. But first thing I would say is that I feel the same thing. This is the Audi quality. So Audi, this car, it drives smoothly. So like with the engine that it has, with the suspension that this car has, like with sports suspension, with the S-Line package or S Sport package on it, so you get sports suspension. So it's very adaptive. And right now it's cruising. I'm in comfort mode, which is the softest setting in the car. So when we're in comfort, so everything in the car just relax. So the steering wheel gets very loose and comfortable. So the suspensions are very loose and comfortable over the bumps. So right now the car is just driving smoothly, like just gliding over the road right now. I just love it. And the car is very nimble, very low turning radius. I just went over that roundabout right now, just effortless. So it's going. So 261 horsepower. We're gonna see how that car handles. But around the corners, I can already tell that this car, I'm gonna take this one a bit sharp just to see. There we go. There we go. So this is the benefit of having sports suspension. It just reduces the body roll in the car. So I have the sun right in my eye. I apologize for that. It's about to be the sunset around here, so there we go. I am back. Okay, so taking one more roundabout, and I'm gonna make a full U-turn here. There we go. So this is as I was saying before, this is the benefit of having sports suspension in the car. So the car is very agile right now, and you have the quattro all-wheel drive system that will back you up in those corners. So especially when it's wet, so the quattro all-wheel drive system is well known for wet surfaces. So like I know there's no car till this point that can catch an Audi in wet surface. So if you want to drag race any fast car, just beat them in the rain, definitely. But the quattro all-wheel drive system sends power to the wheel that needed the most. For example, going around the corner, if the back wheel needs it, it's going to send it. But also with the ultra technology, as I mentioned before, it can deactivate the rear axle when you don't need extra traction, when you don't need extra performance. So right now I'm just driving normally. It's just gliding, so nothing crazy. It's probably deactivate the rear axle and make the car front wheel drive. All right, so now I'm going to put the car in dynamic mode and see how it handles. So just for information, in dynamic mode, the car just becomes a bit more stiff. So it stiffens up the suspensions, the steering wheel will become heavier as well, so everything becomes sharper in the car, just better reaction overall. So this is how it is on dynamic mode. So now we're gonna accelerate, see. Okay, so that was 60, 0 to 60 real quick. Well, on S or dynamic and sport mode, then the car is a bit more reactive. So what I can say is that I can hear the engine is ready to react. The pedal or the throttle response is a bit better than on comfort mode. So on comfort mode is looser, so everything is a bit more sharp, but it's not a crazy amount of power. It's not, the car is not insanely fast to the point where you would bang your head to your seat, but it's great amount of performance that's gonna get you out of traffic or any sticky situation. All right, so when it comes to safety, this car has all the safety features like airbag. So you have parking aid with all the cameras around the car that will give you a view around the car. You have the blind spot assist. You have all your parking sensors front and back. You have Audi presense in the car front and back as well. So at the back, it's not gonna let you hit anybody when you're backing up. And to the front, if a car brakes in front of you and you didn't realize, then it's gonna help you stop the car as fast as it can. All right, so you have the presense there. Let's see, you have adaptive. Let me see. This one has adaptive cruise control with distancing. So when you with traffic jam assist, so you have lane keeping assist on that car as well. So this one is fully loaded. So you have all the good safety features there. So lane keeping assist will help keep the car in lane when you're driving, so you're not like swerving all around. And then you have the adaptive cruise control with traffic jam assist. That one, what it does is that when you're on the highway, you can just set the distance between you and the car in front of you, and it's gonna maintain that distance as you're driving. Plus, you can also set the speed that you want. So that's pretty much it. And this car goes for about $58,000. So you can reach out to Audi West Chapel. Check out one at Audi West Chapel if you want to get your hand on one of them. Alright, Rider fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2024 Audi A5 Sportback. So if you have any inquiries about this car, feel free to contact one at Audi West Chapel. He's going to be able to help you wherever you are in the country. If you find any value add in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future. And now, until we meet again, let's keep riding.